Hey guys, what's up? 412 Sports Cards here today, back with another video, and today I'm going to be making a top 10 ranking of the best basketball card releases of the year. So, went through all the basketball card products that have been released this year, whittled out my favorites. Criteria here are weighing both investing and collecting value, kind of valuing how innovative a release is. I'm not talking about necessarily just how profitable it is to rip. I'm just going to look at the whole product, how exciting, how new it is, how well the cards have held up in the secondary market, my take on design, and a spoiler. I'm not going to be picking Prizm at number one, so you don't have to worry about that. But without further ado, we'll get into it. I'm going to try to keep this one under 10 minutes for you to keep it nice and short. Number 10, and we're going to do it in this tier list style again. Number 10, Optic. Honestly, the checklist, or my list here, my top 10 is a little more shallow at the back end than I thought it would be. Optic, honestly, was not that exciting of a release. The inserts were not that innovative. It was remade in like the T-Mall format and stuff like that, but the cards were pretty simple. I mean, they hold good value, but I don't know. I don't think that the Optic set really did a whole lot. The design wasn't that great. I gave it a 10th spot just as a nod to the fact that it is very popular. Number 9, I mean, this is still pretty. The stuff at the back end, honestly, I didn't have that much conviction in. But number 9, I gave to Noir. Noir is one of the first high-end sets that came out this year. The patch autos look clean with the black and white look. I think that those sneaker spotlights, both the autographed and like the non-autographed versions, are really cool cards. They are back for their second year, so I mean it wasn't, as innovative as it was the first year, but a nice release. Some of the first RPAs that were high-end that came out this year, it was an important release and deserved a spot in the top 10. Brings us to number 8, and this might be controversial, but I'm going to give it to Chronicles. So, I mean, when I talk about a product, I'm not just talking about a retail SKU or a hobby SKU or the whole product, right? In Chronicles, we all know the rookies aren't worth very much because the product is chocked full of rookies. It's almost all rookies in the checklist, and it's just different designs of rookies. But I think the Chronicles really presented a lot. It gave collectors an option that was relatively affordable to get a lot of rookie cards of their favorite guys, and also the hobby format was loaded with a lot of numbered cards, which was at least cool to see. I get they're not that rare because there are tons and tons and tons of numbered parallels, but it was a cool set. Love it or hate it, but I gave it a spot in the top 10. Number 7, what do you think it is? I'm giving it to Mosaic. First year, Mosaic is a standalone product. I love the base design, and I really liked what it stood for this year. It came out after Prizm, Optic, and Select, and it was kind of a nice high-end. It was a nice chrome release that was at a much more affordable price point when it released. Blasters at one point, like when they were first coming out, were going for like $40 or so, which was so much less than Prizm. I mean, it's obviously all up now, but I liked what it stood for. Only reason it got this low is that I think it's a little bit of a rough rip at the current prices, just because I think that they're running the presses on this Mosaic like absolute crazy. So the base has kind of been watered down just because so much has been printed, I think. And honestly, I'm not in love with the way the numbered parallels from the hobby boxes look, nor do I think the collecting community really even cares about them that much. So that's why it got this spot. We're going to have to pick up the pace here, but we're going to give number 6 to Immaculate. I chose Immaculate over NT to make the list here. I just think those acetate RPAs and those people aren't talking about it enough, but those second-year premium patch autographs with game-used patches of your guys like Trey and Jaren and Shea are awesome cards. And the set looks beautiful. Rough rip, a lot of sticker autos of guys that do not belong in a box that's like $1,500, $2,000. But if you're buying singles, I bought a Jaren patch auto game used for like $100, and it looks gorgeous. So it's great for the collector. I really like it. Number 5. So now we're in the top 5, you guys. So this is serious. Top 5 is big releases, and I don't know many of you guys thought, if you guys agree with me on this one, but I'm giving the nod to Elite to crack the top 5 ahead of Immaculate, just in terms of what I liked. It's a simple product, right? You got almost no inserts, just those letter ones, which I don't really like, but I think it's a nice design. It's relatively affordable. It's a first year in basketball, I believe, but what really stood out to me and what I really liked about it is that the rookies are numbered parallels. They're out of $2.99 and out of less. It creates good scarcity on the rookies. You've got nice action photos on all those cards. I think they look great, and you get a ton of numbered parallels per box. I think it's one of the better rips out in the market right now. Plus, I think the cards look awesome. I don't know if you guys have bought any of those, looked into any of those, but I would definitely check them out. I've been looking to get a John Moran for my collection for a while, but given the fact they're numbered, they can be hard to get. Number 4, honestly, wanted to give it a spot in the top 3, but I just couldn't justify it. 1-1 coming in at 4. This could be some recency bias. First, I'll say what I don't like. I don't like the main hits. I don't like what the patch autos and the jersey autos look like that much. I think that the value per box on a rip can be incredibly rough, especially as resale prices have increased. But they've got the downtowns in them, which obviously are very nice. But I think those timeless moments autographs are incredibly cool. You'd think you would have seen Panini drag the signatures of timeless moments out before. It's basically like a signed picture, but smaller. It's literally just a canvas of a timeless moment. Some of them are really cool, like the Ray Allen, and I saw a number of them pulled. They're tough pulls, but they're awesome cards. They look great. They're new. They're exciting the hobby, and that's what gave me a top 3 spot for 1-1. Also, as we move into the top 3, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me get out more videos and get my videos out to more people. So, thank you. But coming in at number 3, we're going to give it to Prizm. I had to give Prizm a spot in the top 3. Prizm is Prizm. Enough said. I don't know what really else there is to say. Reason it didn't get top 2, 1, because I don't want to be boring. And everyone knows Prizm is the king set in terms of base card value. But another reason is I think the design this year wasn't that great. There was also almost no difference in the insert sets or anything that was that exciting. Poor looking base design in my opinion. A lot of quality control issues. I didn't want to give it 1 or 2. 2, this was tough. So you guys can see what we're down to now. But 2, I'm giving it to Donruss. You might be wondering why, but then if you think about it a little bit, you'll remember that the net Marvels are from this set. So the net Marvels and those crunch time inserts, both from this set, you get a ton of them per box. It's, I think, the best base insert in the hobby. And I once heard on someone's podcast talking about what makes, I think it was on Wax Museum, a guest was talking about what makes inserts great. And he was saying that not having them paralleled to death is what makes them great. So you don't need to collect the out of 199, the out of 99, the out of 75 of each insert. You just have the insert and maybe an ultra rare edition, and it makes it great. I think Net Marvels is one of the best inserts ever created. Their inserts also are 1-year inserts, so you don't just see the same ones being brought out year after year. I think that makes them really cool. Looking at the box prices over what they were supposed to be originally, that'll tell you enough about why Donruss is an incredibly popular set right now. Number 1, gotta do it. My favorite product, Select. 2018 design for Select, I thought was meh. I thought it was not that good. 2019, absolutely awesome. Loved the concourse. The premier level, huge steps ahead in my opinion. Looks so much better. And the court sides look as good as ever. Rarer cards. And I think with the fact that the design is great, it's culminated with a respect for Select's secondary market value for the rarity that's come in this year. It's kind of been long overdue, but it's sure to swoop in. So you've got this increase in market respect for the rarity, this great design, solid rookie crop, good value per box. Gotta love it. Anyways, that's it, you guys. I'll catch you next time, and I hope you enjoyed.